Darcy's closet,
Yeah.
but I feel like Darcy did not wear that much Argyle. She must have gone on like a
They also have
shopping
different
trip.
body types.
She must have gone on to, yeah, she looks way taller than Darcy. They must have gone on like a shopping trip with her mom or something.
Yeah.
I
was just wondering. I'm like, this doesn't look like anything Darcy really wore.
Exactly. But let's go through the segments. Spirit Squad Captain of the Episode.
Claire.
Yeah. Claire forever. She's just a great friend, giving all the good advice, and she's just there for Alli.
What's crazy to me is for how judgmental she can be about other people, she never, like, judges Alli.
Yeah, except when Alli is, like, legitimately being out of line, she will call her out on it. Yeah. Which is good. Yeah.
Like, she calls her out on it, but I feel like she's been kind of judgy around, like, other people on the show, but with Alli, she's still, like, she kind of listens and...
Yeah, because they're friends. Ship of the episode is obviously Alli and Johnny DiMarco.
Come on.
100%.
The ravine people.
Here for it. Those douchebags.
Those assholes. We're gonna go make magic happen.
Ew.
Moral of the episode. Don't do something if you're not ready. Listen to your gut.
Communicate.
Communicate with the people you're close to. Yeah, I think that works.
Yep, that's...
All right.
And both sides of the story, too.
So, Grapevine. We have an email from Sarah Berry, and the subject line is just stupid Kevin Smith. So I'm just gonna read through it. So I was doing some investigation stuff on different Degrassi characters and decided to share my favorite things I found. Eli's first name and style was inspired by Ellie Nash. Blue's real name is Bradley. Why the fuck do we call him Blue then?
I don't know. Holly
J was the last person to be featured in the freeze frame in the entire Degrassi franchise. Interesting. Manny shares similarities with Tessa Campanelli, which makes me sad. Marco has an episode that focused on his sexuality in every season from seasons 2 to season 7, except for season 6. Paige has broken both of her legs. Her right leg after a prank by Manny, Darcy, and Shantae goes awry. Her left leg after a photo shoot in Hollywood when she trips on the red carpet after seeing Manny there. Spoilers for Degrassi Goes to Hollywood. Peter states that he weighs 63 kilograms, 132 pounds, in Beat It, Part 1. He's 5'10", which would make him between a dozen and 28 pounds underweight, depending on his skeletal mass. Riley has kissed a heterosexual male without permission, a heterosexual female, another heterosexual female without permission, a lesbian, his first male love interest. Looks like we have some stuff to look forward to with Riley. Sav and Anya have had the most relationships on Degrassi, as Anya revealed that they had 6 breakups, 2 of them occurring off-screen. Ugh. Spinner is the male student character that has appeared in most episodes, obviously. Spinner is Jake Epstein's favorite Degrassi character. Emma was named after the Emmy Award Degrassi Junior High won for the episode It's Late, in which she was conceived. In the U.S., the series broadcaster The N aired episode 3, Family Politics, as a series premiere. Mother and child reunion was held back and aired as the season finale, which caused continuity problems for viewers as the episode depicted Toby being introduced to Manny and Emma for the first time. It was set before the school year began. The final episode of season, Jagged Little Pill, was also held back while The N decided whether its subject about ecstasy abuse was too controversial. Abuse? When an edited version was made available, The N aired it as part of season 2. In reruns, however, the episodes have aired in the original order. Yeah, I don't remember that weird order, so I must have started. Although I did start watching it when like season 2 was on. Extra opinions from me. Season 1, episode 2. Jordan comes all the way to Toronto from Yellowknife. Looked on Google Maps just because I wanted to know where it was. It's in way North Canada. It's over 4,000 miles away. About a 6.5-hour plane ride. I really want to know why the writers picked that as a place he was from. That's weird.
I sometimes forget how big Canada
Wow.
is.
It's so big.
Canada is, yeah.
It's humongo. I was super mad when Terry left because she was the only plus-size character on the show, and it was nice seeing someone similar to me.
That is true.
I'm sure you guys...
God damn it, bring back Terry.
I love Terry. Follow her on Instagram. It's great. I'm sure you guys already know, but if you don't, Alex Steele, who played Angie, comes back in later seasons. She comes back as a new character, Tori. To this day, I'm still pissed that she didn't come back as Angie. They didn't have to have Joey in there, or could have had her living with Snake instead of the whole stupid Connor thing. But
what
I
do you
love
have against
Connor.
I love Connor.
Also slightly related, in the next year or two, Jack will be old enough to be on Degrassi, and if he is not, Stefan Brogren is going to get a lot of angry tweets. After going back and watching the original Degrassi, I'm even more mad that Kevin Smith ruined Joey and Caitlin. So I guess we shouldn't be too surprised about Spinner and Emma since the writers hate us. And that's the end of the email. So thank you, Sarah, for all of those amazing facts. I'm still so confused about Blue and his fucking name and why is he called Blue? Do we learn this?
I don't know, but I don't
We
like it.
haven't learned anything about him, like, at all.
We don't know anything about him except that he liked Holly J for a second. And Holly J is still pining after him.
And he keeps watching cheer practices.
And he likes Pink Floyd.
Yes! I'm like, why is he allowed to just sit in and watch a cheer practice? Like, what is going on right there?
It's
Not
bizarre.
allowed.
Oh yeah, so Carly, maybe you can answer some cheer questions for us. First of all, sequin uniforms. What's
Terrible
the deal
idea.
with that?
Terrible. One, they literally look like something you could buy from Limited 2, or Justice, or whatever it's called now. Two, yeah, those things would literally tear up your arms if you're catching someone.
It just looks so impractical.
Be terrible. Yes. Like, even the shells we wore in high school, if there was, like, any type of more, like, shimmery material, and we weren't wearing our liners underneath, because a uniform is normally the liner, which is the long sleeve, and a shell that goes over it.
Yeah.
And that's how it creates, like, the two-piece aspect. And then in the summer months, you only wear the shell without the liner, and that would hurt sometimes.
Yeah.
Long sleeves just made everything a little better.
Also, I feel like Mia as a captain, the cheers are very wordy. Do you agree with me?
Terrible. Yeah, as a captain. They sound like very sing-songy, and they're not good. And honestly, every single time they've shown the girls doing motions, they look so half-assed. Like,
yeah.
so bad.
They're
like,
not even.
No one looks like they want to be there.
They're not even trying anymore.
Yeah. And I know you said something about Mia flying.
Yeah.
She's tall, but she can kind of tumble a little bit. So she has more body awareness, which means she could probably, like, know how to squeeze in the air rather than a tiny person that might not know anything, and then they feel like a fucking brick. So,
Gotcha.
because she does do, I mean, it's probably not her in the theme song, but she does do, like, a fold down. I could see her knowing how to do that. Just
because of
you
gymnastics.
Can flip your body, if you can flip your body in some way, shape, or form, it's a lot easier to teach people how to do that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that's been Cheer Corner with Carly.
But yeah, I think Holly J was even though you never saw Holly J actually cheer, she seemed like a better captain. Because Mia just, like, got the position out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're like, I guess Mia can do this now because we like her better.
So she should run the team. Like, what? No, that's not what the qualifications are.
It does not make sense.
No.
It makes no sense to me. Oh, and the cheerburst competition was like, what is this?
Oh boy. Yeah. It's not great. Nothing sounds great.
A Canada team would go to Florida for a random competition in high school.
Yeah, it was confusing.
It's extremely dumb.
But yeah, that is all the Grapevine that we have. So if you want to be featured on the Grapevine, you can tweet at us at DegrassiPod. We're on Instagram at DegrassiPod. You can email us at whateverittakespodcast@gmail.com. We're also on Tumblr, whateverittakespodcast.tumblr.com. We're on all of the places where you can listen to us. I think we got a tweet earlier, actually, asking if we had MP3 files instead of MP4. I'm assuming that's because you're downloading it to some kind of app on your phone. But I don't know how to re-upload all of our episodes as MP3s. So
but we're on so many different outlets.
Right. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Stitcher. We're on Spreaker. We're on SoundCloud. I would maybe try a different streaming service, maybe. I don't know.
Or like any sort of like podcast app.
Yeah, it should work. Yeah. But yeah. And if you're on Apple Podcast, if you could rate, review, and subscribe, that would be very cool. And if you leave us a review, we will make up a Degrassi fan fiction just for you. Also, we're on Patreon. We have lots of cool rewards, like behind the scenes stuff every month. Sometimes maybe we'll do an illustrated fan fiction for certain amounts, or you could call in like some other Patreon supporters have done in the past. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HollandTacular.
And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KelSucks. And Carly, where can they find you, and what do you want to recommend to the good humans?
You can find me on Instagram at Karma Page with the C and Page spelled like Paige Michaelchuk.
Perfect.
And I've been reading a lot of books lately. I'm going to recommend a book. It's really new. It's called Sweet Bitter by Stephanie Danler. So it's about a girl that moves to New York after college and gets a job at like a really coveted restaurant in Times Square or
Union
something.
Square. I've read the book. It's based on Union Square Cafe, if anybody. Yeah.
It's really good. It's a really good story. Interesting. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about the restaurant industry.
Yep.
Which I don't know anything about. So I was like, this is cool to me. I like learning new things.
What are you going to recommend?
I'm going to recommend this band that I recently got really into called Bird Cloud. One word, Bird Cloud. They are like, it's like if Janis Joplin was more punk rock, and super offensive. Like, it's all like extremely tongue in cheek, but like you just need to have like you got to go in knowing that. But I'm enjoying them a lot. So that is my recommend.
Cool. I'm just going to recommend the newest Grizzly Bear album called Painted Ruins. I'm enjoying it. Check it out. But that is all that we got for today. Carly, thank you for joining us.
Carly! We were so happy to have you back.
It was so much fun.
It's been so long.
We needed your cheerleader knowledge.
It has been a while. I need to look ahead, figure out where there's some like cheer episodes.
Look ahead in season 9, and we'll have you back on a lot sooner than the last time. But yes, also thank you as always to Jay for providing us with our amazing theme song, and thank all of you for listening. Goodbye, Panthers.
Bye, Panthers.
Bye, Panthers.